Hey everyone, welcome back to Nutshell classes. Let's look at some pictures. In every picture you see, somebody is saying something, and not everybody is in a good mood. Now, when you see from above at all the pictures, you realize that there can be various moods that a person might have, and there are various kinds of sentences, and the sentences all have different functions. The first one is telling something. Second one is asking, how are you doing? The third one is an expression of an emotion, sudden emotion. The girl is feeling happy perhaps or excited by the rain. There is a get out here, somebody ordering somebody to go away. And there is this lady wishing success to someone. And the last one, look at it. It is a boy wishing that he were a bird. So, according to function, sentences can be divided into no, not 6. 5 kinds actually. Look at them. Assertive, interrogative, exclamatory, imperative, and optative. We had learnt before that according to their structure, sentences can be divided into 3 kinds: simple, complex, compound. Today we are going to learn their divisions according to function. What is an assertive sentence? Any sentence that gives an information is an assertive sentence. So let's write down for our own clarification what is assertive sentence? That has information. Like somebody says, today I'm returning to Delhi. It is an information. Somebody says, I'll vote for him. Information. Amongst our pictures, I hope you remember that there was this picture where the girl says, I love kites. So that is an information she gives. It might be true, it might not be. But that is an information grammatically, so it is an assertive sentence. Let's come to interrogative sentence. What is interrogative sentence? Any question. According to grammar, what is a question? A question is something that has this mark. How are you doing? Somebody was saying, right? Amongst our pictures, there was this boy who was asking, how are you doing? That is a question. Where are we going? Is that a fruit? These are questions. Remember, sometimes in the question paper of your exam, you will find questions like write down the inner meaning of the story or write down the moral of this story. These may be questions of examination, but these are grammatically not questions. They are orders or commands, okay? Okay, so a question mark denotes a real grammatical question. Did you have your lunch? That is a question. Okay, let's come to the next one. It's called an exclamatory sentence, and it's very easy to identify. You know why? Because there will be this sign at the end. Now, you can't put this sign at the end of any sentence and make it exclamatory. Exclamatory sentences are those sentences that express sudden emotion. হঠাৎ করে আসা আবেগ প্রকাশ পায় যে সেন্টেন্সে। Mind you, just because you put oh or ouch or alas, that sentence will not become exclamatory sentence. That is, just your sudden emotion speaking through a word. Here, the entire sentence has to be exclamatory, like, what a starry night. Oh, how the ferocious animal roars. Or, here we had, I think, one of those. Yes, we had this girl saying, what a rainy day. So, this how big the mountain is, how starry the night is. All these sentences that I'm talking about, these are exclamatory sentences. They should have that mark, just as interrogative will have this mark. Now let's come to the next one, imperative sentence. What is an imperative sentence? There are many kinds of sentences that are imperative sentence. They are, something you tell somebody to do, like an order or a request, suggestion, and advice. These are all imperative sentences. Order, I think we had an order here. Yes, we had. That angry fellow saying, "Get out." Yeah, this is an imperative sentence. Now, there are differences among, those things. When you talk of an order, it is direct order, and then there is request. When you say "get out," it is an order, like here. But when you say "please get out," it becomes a request. And then what is a suggestion? When you say "let us go to the movies," let's not do it. Let us have a football match. Something like that. It's a suggestion. One might follow, one might not follow. And then advice. What is an advice? Advice is something you tell somebody which will do him or her good. মানুষের স্বাস্থ্যের ভালো হতে পারে, যে কোনো ভালো হতে পারে. You can say something like, "do not run in the sun," or "take your medicine on time." These are advices. All these sentences fall under imperative sentence. Now let's go to our last item, the optative sentences. Optative sentences are either blessing, can be a greeting, it can be expression of a wish. Somebody says to someone, "God bless you," or we had this one, this lady saying, "May you be successful," or we had a wish too. Let's see the wish. Yeah, we had this. We actually had two from here, optative. One is expressing a wish, "I wish I were a bird," and one is saying, "may you be successful." A greeting like good morning or good afternoon is also a sentence, because good morning to you might be the full sentence, but good morning, the expression, is also a sentence because the rest of the sentence is implied. So now we have learned 5 kinds of sentences: assertive, any sentence that gives information, like this one, and interrogative, means a question, like "how are you doing?" and then exclamatory, expressing sudden emotion or feeling, and then there is imperative, order, request, suggestion, or advice. Anything you say is imperative, like this fellow telling somebody to get out. Now the last one, optative, we have 2 pictures here. It can be a blessing, it can be a greeting, it can be a wish. Now, any kinds of those sentences may be either affirmative or negative. In Bengali, we call affirmative as habachok and negative as nabachok. What is the difference? Affirmative is any sentence that does not have a no in it. What is a no? No is a word, No doesn't mean only no. It can be never, nothing, neither nor, nobody, none, anything. Now, in the Madhyamik and Uच्च Madhyamik syllabus, and also I think in other syllabi like ICSE, CBSE, also you have these, transformations. So let's work some transformations. They may tell you to transform from assertive to negative, and negative to negative to affirmative, and affirmative to negative. With no, not, never, nothing, neither, you make the negative sentences. In assertive, let us see in assertive negative affirmative changes. You must remember sentences should be changed, but meanings should say this, remain the same. Affirmative, she was blind. Negative, how to do it? She could not see. See, I maintained the tense and made it negative. Next one, the sums were not easy. Affirmative, the sums were hard, or the sums were tough. Affirmative, next one. I will always remember it. Negative, I will never forget it. So in this way, they might tell you to either change, from affirmative to negative or negative to affirmative. Let's go to the next kind. In the 5 kinds of sentences that we have learned, there might be interchanges. Assertive to any kind of sentence. How to do it? Let us see. Here I've written some down for you. Interchange of sentences, assertive to any kind. Okay. Assertive. The first one is assertive. It is a very hot day. Interrogative. How to do? Is it not a very hot day? So what change happened? Look at the changes that happened. It is very important here. Not only did this arrive, because it is becoming a question, interrogative sentence, this has become a negative sentence. Why? Because the assertive one was a positive or affirmative sentence. So assertive to interrogative या फिर interrogative to assertive, when you change it, affirmative becomes negative, negative becomes affirmative. Let's you see the next one. No one has seen God. How to make it interrogative? Has anyone seen God? In this case, what has happened? No one. So it was a negative sentence which has become an affirmative sentence. Let's go to the next item, exclamatory and assertive change. How colorful you look. Assertive, you look very colorful. For the how, we are omitting the how and putting very. So from exclamatory to assertive, you have to remember you have to put something for how. How colorful means very colorful. Okay. So as we are not using the how in the assertive sentence, we are using very. Next one, the exclamatory sentence is given. What a great concert. Assertive, it's a very great concert. So for what we have put very. Understood? Now we are going to shift to imperative, and we know advice, request, order, suggestion. There are so many kinds. Let's look at the imperative sentences. Take rest. We know taking rest is good for health. So we are using the word advised. You are advised to take rest. Next one, imperative. Open all the windows. So this is just an order. It is said you are ordered to open the windows. We are just using to, infinitive to, and then the rest is present tense. You are ordered to open all the windows. Next one, please join us. So it is a request. Assertive करने से हम क्या करेंगे? You are requested to join us. Because there was a please, we used requested. Next one, come, let's play. What is that? It is a suggestion. Why is it a suggestion? When you tell somebody something, give an idea, he might listen, might not listen. It becomes a suggestion. So come, let's play becomes a suggestion. You are suggested to play with me. Now, last one, optative sentences to assertive sentences. May you live long. Assertive, we make it, you are wished a long life. Next one, happy journey. We say that quite often, don't we? You are wished a happy journey. So you are greeted, you are wished, these are the words that we shall use while doing from optative to assertive. These are the kinds of changes you are going to find in your questions. I hope you understood the class today, and I hope you don't have any problems. If you do have any problems in understanding, get back to me. You can write in the comment section here in the YouTube channel, or you can WhatsApp me, my students. Till last class, till the next class, let us say goodbye. In the last class, I had made it clear how sentences are divided in 3 groups according to their structure: simple, complex, compound. I hope you understood that. And this one, the 5 kinds of sentences according to their functions, is the last kind of division you will find in sentences. Yes, understanding of sentences up till now should be complete. Okay, so you keep on studying and I'll see you in the next class. Ta-ta.